Good morning again. It is 9:44 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is January the 26th, 2021, Tuesday. This video is for your educational purposes only under the Freedom of Information Act. No defamation of character is listed on this channel because I have proven it 100% of the time. With that in mind, my name is Razor Taps. I do have a channel on YouTube called Douglas Paynes. I am a news fanatic. I enjoy the news in its context. I enjoy the links, the sources, the URLs, and have the ability for you, the viewer, to see everything I'm looking at in its context. I do read you the link, the sources, the URL, and I do read the story content when time is permitting. I draw two sources from the news, yahoo.com, as well as USA Today, which is a national newspaper. And with that in mind, let's get to the actual news, shall we? This is profile number 3 of 9 that Douglas Michael Ducote Sr. has blocked. This man refuses to give you your freedom of speech, your freedom of right of expression. Instead, he will block you at a whim. This man treats freedom of speech like it's toilet paper that's only designed for his ass and his ass only. He has a twisted view of the news. He will never give you the ability to follow along and see everything like I'm showing it to you. His narcissism is so bad that he prefers to have himself laid out in front of the screen instead of the storyline content. Until he learns how to put himself, bring his intellect down, and put himself in a small corner and make the news the story headline of the day instead of himself, then all you have as far as credible video journalism is a guy with a fucking piece of paper, and that's all you get for news. No links, no sources, no URLs. And if you still subscribe to his channel and you still give money to his live feeds, you, my friends, are a fool. I have listed all my grievances in previous videos about how well this guy scams people for their money on his website, douglasducote.com, as well as his channel. He is losing subscribers left and right. He loses around 2,000 subscribers a month because of his race baiting toward elected officials and his hate speech towards fellow YouTubers such as myself that speak out against him. So with that in mind, I take every storyline that this ass puts out from a piece of paper and I visualize it on my channel and in my videos. I do give you the links and the sources and the URLs. I read you the URL. I read you the story content when time is permitting, and you, the viewer, can finally see the headline news and not some guy with a fucking piece of paper at his desk. That's not me. That's the huge difference between the two of us. So with that in mind, I do draw from two news sources. I draw from yahoo.com. I was here earlier. I'll go ahead and click on the live feed so you can see this in real time, so you can fact check me. I'll let that page refresh. There we go. Former Pence aide I was asked to spy on Dr. Brinks. Former Pence aide advisor Olivia Troy says she was told that Dr. Deborah Brinks, the White House Coronavirus Task Force coordinator, was not to be trusted. I was told that I was to watch her. Right. This is yahoo.com. Let's see. Biden to replace federal fleet with American-made. Yeah. With American-made. Yeah. I am ashamed. A rioter apologizes to AOC for his threat because he's facing multiple federal charges. Mitch McConnell drops Senate filibuster demand. Finally, he has seen the light. If he wants to get anything passed and worked out in the near future, he has got to learn how to share. GOP waivers on Trump conviction as trial looms. Kobe trusted him. Now Area Zobanyan is framed as wow, as Mr. Pilot. Okay. Nikki Haley hammered for asking to give Donald Trump a break and move on. The former UN ambassador tried to cast the former president the real victim, and it did not go over well. Sarah Huckabee Sanders, Trump press secretary, comments on Capitol riots as she announces her run for Arkansas governor. Wow. Prosecutors say the woman accused of stealing Pelosi's laptop is attempting a cover-up by deleting her social media activity. Wow. Riley June Williams is suspected of entering the Capitol, stealing the House Speaker's laptop, and trying to sell it to Russia. Yeah, she should have known that wasn't going to work. Presidential historians names the word that now defines Trump's place in history. Scoop from Axios. Google won't donate to members of Congress who voted against election results. Very good. Oh yeah. On the lighter side, Biden did not, in fact, remove Trump's Diet Coke button from the Resolute desk, White House clarifies. Biden brought the button Trump used to order Diet Cokes back to the Oval Office. Okay, he likes Diet Coke too. Who doesn't? Black Capitol rioter denied bail while many white participants granted release. That's what you get. The Daily Beast says mayor aims to turn small town into a QAnon USA. Photo illustration by the Daily Beast. Photos Getty City of Sequim City Council meetings don't often get heated in Sequim, Washington, a small town of roughly 7,000 people populated there. Google stops donations to U.S. Congress members who voted against election fraud. Hawaii GOP official resigns after party tweets, then deletes support for believers of QAnon conspiracy theory. Yeah. How new voters and black women transform Georgia's politics. Yeah, the people have spoken. Biden administration has system in place where reporters will not ask president tough questions, media critic. Okay, I get that. Congressman pass Biden's $1.9 trillion stimulus plan with or without Republicans. Understand that one. Protesting farmers break into uh, Delhi historic Red Fort on India's Republic Day. Interesting. Tucker Carlson defended QAnon and said attacks on it were part of a government plot to control people's minds. Really, Tucker? You have any idea of what QAnon actually is? Joe Biden halts Trump plan to speed up processing lines in poultry plants. Workers and safety advocates feared that faster speeds would lead to more injuries and COVID-19 infections. This news feed is out of yahoo.com. And my second news feed is USA Today. We'll refresh that page so you can see it in real time. Trump's impeachment trial missing star lawyers. United GOP. Former President Donald Trump doesn't have a star-studded legal team or a united Republican conference backing him this time in his impeachment trial. Really? House members deliver impeachment charge to the Senate? Yeah. Do you remember Jay Sekulow, that attorney that Trump used, Jay Sekulow? I simply refer to him as, he was so far up Trump's ass, I just called him Jay Suckalode. You get it? Jay Suckalode? Now look at him. I guess he's back as a drummer. After 17 years underground, these bugs will resurface in 15 states this year, and places where periodical seeds emerge a mass. The noise is just head splitting. Really? Okay. Today's headlines on USA Today is coronavirus test rule begin for international fight to US what we know. South Korea actress Son Jung dead at 26. Ford has an electric vehicle problem and CEO Farley has to fix it. Don't have the impeachment trial. Censure Trump. Greta Van Sutren. Trump. Wait a minute. What? No, they didn't. Twitter permanently bans My Pillow CEO. Wonder why. Stop hoarding doses. Wealthy nations accused of vaccine nationalism. Virus updates. LeBron goes off after jeer from Cavaliers front office member. Dak Shepard was terrified to make his relapse public. Really? Biden Republicans don't agree what unity looks like. Republicans say Biden's aggressive agenda doesn't reflect his unity talk. Biden says unity is more than just bipartisanship in Congress. You got to have a willingness to change. Okay. I'll scroll down to, as Treasurer Chief, Yellen may be a calming influence. Yeah, Mnuchin has been replaced by Janet Yellen. Congratulations, girl. Investigations. Before Capitol riots, warnings were met with outrage. Then and now, politics in Washington and right-wing media narratives spin pushback against efforts to stamp out domestic terrorism and white supremacy. Okay. Trump impeachment trial, missing star lawyers. Florida lifts stay-at-home orders for all. After 17 years underground, these bugs. Oh, okay, I read that one. Portland chaos. 1 dead, 5 injured. Okay, tech. Twitter permanently bans MyPillow CEO. Twitter launches crowdsourced fact-checking. Thank you. Apple, keep iPhone 12. MagSafe from medical. Yeah, I guess you'll have to read that one. GameStop soars as small investors face down. Alright. Opinion. Trump trial. Mounting evidence could change the GOP. Democrats could finally win long fight for voting. Don't have the impeachment trial. Censure Trump. Senate packed schedule today. Tune. That's actually a cartoon. Okay. This is the second video source that I do draw from as far as the news. I do enjoy more than one source. That is the way I project my version of the news in real time. Douglas Michael Ducote Sr. does not give you the links, the sources, and the URLs. He will never allow himself to be placed in a box and allow his news to be front and center. Instead, he prefers to be himself front and center and just read you a piece of paper. That is his version of the news, not mine. I, on the other hand, Douglas Paynes, give you the news in its context. I make the news my center point, not myself. I put myself in a box, as you see here. You, the viewer, can follow along with my news and context. And I do read you the links, the sources, and the URL. And I read the storyline with you so you can follow along and fact check me. That is what I do. That is what I'll continue to do. I will take every storyline that Douglas Michael Ducote Sr. puts out and lay it all out in reality. Not some guy in a closet with a fucking piece of paper that you call news. Now that you know my background as my ability to show the news, you, the viewer, decide who's more credible. Someone who actually shows you the news and gives you the ability to follow along, or are you satisfied with a guy who sits in a closet with a boom mic and a camera and a fucking piece of paper? It's strictly up to you. Yahoo administrators have already come to the conclusion that this race baiter and hate speech promoter needs to be limited. That's why they're removing 2,000 subscribers a month, to remind this ass to be legit. Don't be a scam artist. Don't take people's money and give them a fucking piece of paper. Show them the real content of the news and not something that just spews out of your mouth in your PTSD spasms. Let's just hope tonight in his Tuesday night live feed that he actually does listen to me and give you, the viewer, the ability to follow along with what spews out of his piece of paper. So until then, I'm Douglas Payne's profile. This is profile number 3 of 9 that Douglas Michael Ducote Sr. has blocked. He treats freedom of speech and right of expression like toilet paper that's only designed for his ass and his ass only. He does not give two shits about your opinion or your comments. If you make a disliked comment, he'll block you. If you're a long-time donator and you see something that doesn't agree, he'll block you and brush you off like a piece of lint. That is his MO. His website, DouglasDucote.com, is a scam site designed only to collect money. That is what he's all about. His so-called newsletter feed is nothing but key email generators. I've done 3 videos on my channel to prove just that, on tutorials of email extraction and email harvesting on Douglas Michael Ducote's website. Why? Because you, the viewer, need to see exactly what his actual video count actually is and not email generated. So if there's any further credible video journalism of the day, I'll get back on here, shoot another video, give you, the viewer, a chance to follow along. So until then, I will see you back in the next video feed. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Take care.